Hey you guys, so I just wanted to say, first of all, I'm gonna try to stay off the internet because I'm severely triggered by this Michael Jackson stuff that's going on right now. And it's not because of Michael Jackson per se, it's more of the fact that people just don't want to look at this with an open mind. There are more people to just go and say, oh, well, Michael Jackson's a pedo, and that's that. And then, you have my mom who now believes this bullshit, and I don't know what to do at this point. And I watched the clip because somehow fucking Pockets of the Future keeps popping up in my recommendations, so I watched a clip from the documentary. And I have a few questions to ask. James, the ring that James Safechuck pulled out looks like a literal adult ring. If you had gotten something as a kid, even out of one of those machines or whatever with those 25-cent machines where you get the rings out of them, or even if it's just simple as a ring pop or whatever fucking, I don't think by now that it would have fit you. Okay, that's how I can debunk that. To debunk another thing that James Safechuck was saying was that they went and shopped for a ring. Okay, I saw them shopping, but they didn't go inside anywhere like James Safechuck had claimed. And it was like this outside type supermarket type thing. So, I mean, it looked like to me that there was more stuff there than just jewelry from what I saw from the videotape. So that's to debunk Pockets of the Future's bullshit video. So, I mean, but usually if you have a widespread type store out there, you not only be selling jewelry, it's like a farmer's market type thing, only but that's those outside shops like that are a huge thing in Los Angeles anyway. They don't just sell jewelry, they sell scarves, they sell comic books, paintings, all that other stuff. And those type of outside shops are really big in Los Angeles. So, I mean, what I saw from the video, it looked to me like it was more than just jewelry that was on sale there. It looked like there was other things on sale because, I mean, it's one of those outside shops with a table set up, and it was more than one selection. So that's debunking the other thing. And I'm kind of disgusted that somebody like Bill O'Reilly would say, "Oh my God, look the James Safechuck and Michael Jackson are shopping for a ring." I'm like, bitch, they're not shopping for a ring. So I'm disappointed in Bill O'Reilly for even being involved in this bullshit, this BS. The fuck. At the time, I guess Bill O'Reilly was working for Star Magazine. Such bullshit. Star Magazine is known for lying anyway because they lie They lied about Chris Pratt. They've lied about other stuff. So, I mean, they're known for spreading lies. So, honestly, they're just fucking... How do they expect for smart people to know that this shit actually happened when it didn't happen because there's no evidence? There's legitimately nothing. So, I mean, that's that. And the homosexual garbage that James Stavechuk was spewing and Wade Robson was spewing, I'm like thinking it's not helping here, because I know, if I know anything about Michael Jackson's sexuality, he's more asexual than anything. So, I mean, it's my opinion. It's my honest opinion that Michael Jackson's asexual because I'm asexual. So, I mean, yes, I don't even like, I'm asexual. I don't even like to watch porn. I don't like to, you know, like, there are like some sexual things that, you know, my boyfriend wants to talk about. Yes, I have a boyfriend. There's no law that says asexual people can't date. That my boyfriend, you know, says I don't know. It's hard to talk about. Like, I don't know if I want to talk about it on here, but anyway, getting to the point that I wanted to discuss, it's like there are certain sexual things that I don't want to discuss, and my boyfriend knows that. So, I mean, and yes, by the way, I was a straight female before I decided to say that I'm asexual. Because I had some spiritual shit go on. I was nearly raped by a demon and all this other stuff, and I was deep into spiritual warfare. Like, I had demonic entities putting shit in my head and all the other stuff, and I'm still going through spiritual warfare right now. And I'm trying my best to fight it. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to be asexual from here on out because I can't stand all this fucking torture that these demons are doing to me. Like trying to manipulate my thoughts and shit like that. Anyway, going forward into the thing that I was trying to get to here was basically that, in my honest opinion, Michael Jackson was special needs. It was pretty clear that he had PTSD. Without a doubt, he had PTSD because of all the fucking disguises. You know, he didn't, like, he wanted to be kind of like reclusive because of how the media was treating him and how, like, other people were treating him. People were calling him Wacko Jacko and stuff like that. So no doubt in my mind did Michael Jackson have PTSD, because the signs of PTSD are pretty clear there. He did have PTSD. As for, like, as for like having the mind of a child, that comes with him being like abused himself by his dad. So, I mean, I know this because I was abused myself by my stepdad. So, like, I mean, it just kind of came from him being abused. And, it could also be signs or symptoms of Asperger's. But no doubt in my mind did Michael Jackson actually have PTSD. Because all of this, the way what he has gone through is very PTSD, very post-traumatic stress related. And it's funny how people are so, like, they think they're so accepting with people with special needs, but they're only accepting when it's convenient for them, right? They're really only accepting when it's convenient for them. For me, like, on my other channel, it wasn't easy for me to actually come forward and say that I have symptoms of PTSD. It wasn't easy. It just wasn't. But my PTSD comes from bullying online and bullying from school. It comes from being abused, and as well as other attributing factors. The paranormal shit has to do with me having PTSD as well. So, I mean, people, it goes back to what I'm saying. People are only accepting of people with special needs when it's convenient for them. Really, I mean, people need to quit knocking people who are just different. Who were, who were made different or born different. MJ was obviously born different, He had, in the autopsy report, you found out that he had vitiligo, Vitiligo is an actual legitimate skin condition. There are people, that have it. But I used to be on that train where I would criticize, MJ. I'd be like, well, why does a black guy have white skin? And because I didn't understand vitiligo. I didn't know what it was when I was a kid. So I just assumed it was a black guy trying to be white, and I didn't understand it, but that was when I was younger. That's not me now. Okay, that's not me at 29 years old, almost 30. I actually understand what vitiligo is now because there are people that have it. But back then I didn't understand. And I hope people that have this skin disease, that they can forgive me for thinking that Michael Jackson was trying to be white when that wasn't what was going on. Like, he was literally losing pigmentation in his skin. And I assumed that he was just bleaching his skin to be white, and I'm so sorry to those people that actually do have vitiligo. I'm really sorry that I said those things about Michael Jackson. Now, moving forward, people want to say that this has nothing to do with race either. When it came to Michael Jackson, you guys, it always had everything to do with race. Now that I think about it, it had everything to do with race. And it just shows you how Hollywood actually treats black people. And there are some, I know it's kind of shameful that there are some black people that are so willing to throw their own race under the bus. Like, And it was a lot of there was a lot of black people saying, "Oh, MJ when you know I found out that MJ actually had vitiligo." There were black people saying this was mainly coming from black people more so than white people, and people were saying, "Oh, well, he was so he was so desperate to want to be white." I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're so willing. But here's the thing about Oprah, you guys. Oprah, it's so easy for Oprah to stab people in the back because Oprah, we already know that Oprah is not somebody that can be trusted, okay? And, like, it's so easy for somebody like Oprah to just throw somebody under the bus because she's done it to Donald Trump, and now she's done it to MJ. She's done it to Donald Trump. Now she's done it to MJ. Who says she won't do it to anybody else? Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of person that Oprah is. And the fact that I heard that she deleted all the Leaving Neverland videos, I want to say to her, it's too late, bitch, because you want to know why? The damage has already been done, so it's too late. You can't backtrack, you can't apologize, it's too late for you. It's too late. There's nothing that Oprah can say now to cover her ass because the damage has already been done. And I look at the world now and I can so understand why Michael Jackson chose to live a rather reclusive life and want to stay away from people, because people are cruel. People are so fucking mean. They've been mean to me my whole life. People are just cruel, and like, because of bullying and stuff, like, and the level of people's cruelty, like, I kind of wanted to commit suicide at a certain point because of the fact that people are just so cruel. They don't even want to have any compassion or sympathy. They just want to pass judgment, and it just reminds me, and it's like a reminder in the back of my head of, well, now I know why I prefer animals over people. I love animals more than I love people because people are just fucking cruel. Dogs are not like that. Dogs are not going to pass judgment on you, because there's a level of empathy that dogs have. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what's on your face, or the fact that you may have, like, all your hair follicles falling out due to the fact that you have thin hair, but your dog will love you regardless. That dog will love you regardless. And if something happens, like, if your face is not the same as it was when you were younger, people are gonna judge you for that. You want to know why? Because I've seen it happen all the fucking time. People expect people's face to look exactly the same. It's just, that's not reality, you guys. It's just not real. I'm sorry, but we can't always look like we're 18 all the fucking time. It just doesn't happen like that. Anyway, yeah, and then just after this makes me wanna not trust people all the more because of how cruel. I know how cruel the world can be. The world is pretty fucking cruel, and it makes me sad. Like, I was literally in tears last night. I was crying, and I cried myself to sleep over the fact that I don't understand how people can be so judgmental and cruel, and honestly, I might never understand that because, like Michael Jackson, I have the mind of a child. Where sometimes I'm able to act like an adult, but other times I just act like a child. Other times I'll just act like I'm 8 or 12 years old, you know? That comes with me having Asperger's. It's not just PTSD related. Though it could be a PTSD factor, but I don't want to make too much of a huge assumption on that. But, I mean, you just want to hide away from the world. When you realize how cruel the world actually is, you just want to hide away, and you don't want to have anything to do with people because I don't know. Anyway, peace out.